Welcome back to another episode of Detroit 360, your personal guide to all things Detroit. I'm your host, Sheila Grant.
Detroit ballrooming is 4 count majority of time. Lady is 1, 2, 3 back, and guys walk-offs 1, 2, 3, 4. See, ballrooming used to be you didn't let the lady go. That was original ballrooming. But after disco, we started letting the lady go and singing around and swinging it. So that became ballrooming, and regular ballroom became Greystone. Bring her around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turner, walk off, arm out. Outside towards me. Grab her hand, go back inside. I started doing classes with a guy named Gary King. I was running Club Med bar, because I'm a bartender. And he came in and asked, "You need a ballroom dancer?" I said, "Yeah, can you ballroom?" And he showed me. I said, "Okay, you got the job." He said, "But I need an assistant." I said, "Well, okay, between drinks, I'll come and help you out." And that went on for a while, for 1 year. He hurt his back. When he hurt his back, they wanted the classes to keep going. And I was the only one that doing what he did. So I started teaching ballroom. I put somebody else behind the bar, and that was in 2002. And I've been doing it ever since.
A lot of guys that come down here, I say, "Do you dance?" "No." I say, "Well, what about your girlfriend?" "Well, I don't go out." I say, "So what do you do when you go to weddings or people's birthdays? Do you just sit in the chair?" I say, "You need to come on in here. We need to get you dancing, babe. Get you dancing. And once you get it, you're gonna love it."
Because we need to learn how to get together. Most black men and black women don't know how to mingle. They don't touch each other. Most young people dance 5 feet apart. I tell all couples, you should learn ballroom. It makes your relationship better. And then I get a lot of guys say, "I'm looking for a decent woman." I say, most decent women are dancing. Come and dance. You'll find a decent woman. And they be, "Oh, I don't want to go." I say, "All right, I'll leave it alone." Eventually a couple of them come and they say, "You know, you were right." I say, "I told you."
This city, as we all know, is coming back, but the comeback isn't going to mean very much if that recovery doesn't include everybody. Everything about Detroit's turnover starts with a job.
Opportunities in Detroit are colossal. I see a lot of partnerships and a lot of people wanting to give us opportunities.
They weren't afraid to give a person a chance. It's like a second chance in life.
I don't have to go across 10 miles and 13 miles to get a job.
We have a lot of open land, and to put it in use as opposed to having it in a place where there's dumping or negative activities, we're actually having something that's positive for the neighborhood, part of the comeback of the city of Detroit.
There's a few ways to look at things. You can either complain about it or do something about it.
To be able to say to my children or my grandchildren or my nieces and my nephews that Auntie Sonia had a part in helping clean up the city, that makes me feel really good.
The city is changing, I mean, I've seen it when it was good, I've seen it when it went bad, and it's starting to get good again. It's a big difference. Everybody cares about their property, and everybody cares about each other.
I like to see the community together. And by destroying these bad houses and stuff, I just feel like we all got united and stuff all together. That's what I love to see.
You don't get this every day. Like, this is something very, 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 very awesome.
A lot of times it's been a disadvantage to be a Detroiter. For once, it's really an advantage to be a Detroiter. I'm helping rebuild the city that I love and taking part in bringing back the city.
This is the city that we live in, and this is the city that we've been waiting on to come back. and now it's on the rise.
As we bring back the neighborhoods, it's going to be growth everywhere. We bring back the families. We want to see the family communities come back. And as we see families come back, see more growth, see more schools, see a change, a big change.
As you just saw, the city of Detroit has so many opportunities for everyone, whether you're a small business owner looking for funding or a student eager to begin higher learning. There are a ton of programs you can benefit from. Stay tuned to these next 2 clips that tell stories of residents who have taken advantage of some of the city's programs.
Hi, I'm Ramona Irvin, and I am Detroit. I lost my job at one of the major insurance companies in the Detroit area. I never imagined myself at this point in my life having to go and apply for unemployment, being without a job, and then having to seek employment somewhere else. I went out to the website for Detroit at Work and found out about the training in the healthcare field. The training that I went through consists of about a total of 8 weeks. We practiced basically in the hospital setting what we learned in the classroom and also in the laboratory. So we had the opportunity to work with the patients one-on-one. This program serves as a defining moment in my neighborhood, in my community, at my church. I encourage people to find out about Detroit at Work. Coming through this program, their life would never be the same again, because it is a program to take people off the streets and put them into a job working for some awesome companies. I'm glad that our mayor, Mike Duggan, and whoever else worked with him had this vision for the residents of the city of Detroit. I am a living testimony that that program does work. I just couldn't believe that it was actually happening because my unemployment benefits are about to run out and I'm getting ready to run into a full-time job. How exciting.
I grew up in this neighborhood. My mother still lives on Grand Boulevard. My aunt lived on Hogarth. I went to Northwestern High School, so I would walk by this building often. And I would see the building and think like, man, something should happen with that building. That building could be used for something. It feels like destiny. When I think about myself as a child walking by this building, I really didn't have a lot of hope that many of the things that I find myself involved in now, I didn't have those hopes or aspirations. It was important for us to move back into this neighborhood for that very reason, to show that if I can make it, anybody can make it. Just like this building was sitting vacant, a diamond in the rough, all of the buildings that you see throughout Detroit, all of the homes are diamonds in the rough. I've never applied for a grant in the past, feeling I didn't have the time, but it was surprisingly simple. It's a tremendous advantage when you can have support in the form of cash and technical assistance that will allow you to accomplish something that you set out to do. To have a grant, a gift in a sense, it was just like seeing another step of our dream coming true, to have some resources that we didn't have to pay back. It's tremendous. There's energy. People are getting beyond the stigmas of the past and venturing back into the city. And the people who have stayed here, even through the rough times, there's a true opportunity for those people to participate. Because of programs like Motor City Match, I think that it's a great time in Detroit.
We all have a story to tell, maybe from a time in high school or perhaps even a moment from our first job. Maybe it's an inside joke between siblings. Storytellers is a segment where viewers have an opportunity to share a story that's etched in their memory. Enjoy this next piece.
ninth grade year, Martin Luther King High School. I walk into the door. We don't have to wear uniforms. Like, this is not the time that you all are in 2017. We didn't have to wear uniforms. I never wore uniforms my whole school career. And ninth grade, I walk in, everybody's fresh to death. The seniors, they have on their, I just remember every day walking in and noticing people's clothes and being like, I have to catch up. And I mean, as I moved through my high school career, it got even more expensive. It got to a point where things were being worn at homecoming that I could not afford. Like, guys are wearing Gucci and Armani, and then I cannot remember the dresses that all the girls wear. Man, I cannot, but you know, like the Coogee sweaters, and then the Coogee sweater dresses, like, come on, with some yays, Cartier glasses for those who may not know. That was way out of my lane. And trust me, I tried to go there. I went there. I bought me some fake yays with the rainbow tint, the wire joints, silver wires. And I would say this is probably the moment where I stopped trying to be like others when it came to the way I dressed. I have these glasses. I'm taking pictures in them. I'm going out in them. I got my cousins trying to borrow them. I'm telling them no. I decided to go out. I went to a club. And I remember going on this particular Friday night, you know, going out, have fun, hanging out with one of my homegirls. And we're walking on the side of the building. I park up the street, walking on the side of the building. And there's two young boys walking towards us. And so we're not thinking about these guys. Like, you know, we're walking into the club, we're chatting it up, so on and so forth. And I noticed the guys, the way that they're walking towards us, they split. They try to split and have us walk between them. And I'm thinking in my head, like, I don't trust these. Before you know it, the one, before we get ready to pass him, cuts across me. I mean, the man snatched my glasses off my face with such precision. Like, I didn't even feel it. I did not feel him snatch these glasses off of my face. It was, he just, like, even right now, my fingers just touch my face. He did not, I didn't feel him touch my face one bit. He snatched my glasses and cut. I was so shocked that I just stood there like, what? And my friend, she was kind of like shaking me like, girl, let's get your glasses. So I give her my keys and I'm like, you go, no. So she's like, I'm running. So she decides to run into into the building to get the security guard. I instantly think, I'm not gonna chase this young man because he's very, very quick. He's already up the street. I'm already with my jaw hit the floor. I hop into my car and I'm chasing him with my car. He's booking it down the street and I know he doesn't have many places to go because we're starting to get to a service drive, and he cuts into a backyard and jumps over the gate. I get out of the car. I'm out of the car on the drivers and I'm yelling over to him. And I'm like, that's why they fake it anyway.
Now, the city of Detroit has more TV channels to offer. Channels 10 and 22 are still there, but we've expanded our options to include 4 broadcast channels and content across the social media spectrum. Channels 10 and 21 are for government access, while Channel 22 will have educational programming and Channel 68 is public access. All of these channels can be found through your television service provider, as well as on the City of Detroit's website. Now, when you click on the TV channels icon, you're taken to the new Media Services webpage. There, you'll find our purpose statement. You can also view recent projects, find our contact information, and request a DVD. You'll also find film production and telecommunications permits, as well as information about special events. Media Services, we tell Detroit's story.
Looking for a job? The City of Detroit has extensive resources online to aid your search. Go to www.detroitmi.gov and click on Jobs. There, you'll find job opportunities, promotional jobs, and transfer job search tools. It's easy to create an email subscription based on the many categories available. Jobs are listed with salary information, location, and department. There is a detailed description and list of benefits available. Use the City of Detroit website to make your next career move.
Dear God, can we talk for a minute? I know I don't pray as much as I should, but I've got something on my mind. See, my dad goes to work every day to help other people. He risks his own life to save the lives of others. And I think he likes doing it, but last night I saw him crying. He didn't know I was watching, but I saw him. Maybe he saw something bad. I don't like seeing my dad sad, but I know you made him a firefighter for a reason. I'm guessing it's to help people when you're busy with other things. So, I just wanted to thank you for giving me such a cool dad. I know some people call him a hero, but to me, that's just plain weird. Oh, P.S. I think I know why my dad cries. Maybe he cries sometimes so more people can smile. Anyways, thanks for listening, God. Amen.
There's nothing worse than wasting time. Well, maybe waiting in lines. But now I can pay my water bill from my phone, tablet, or laptop. All it takes is a quick click and bam, I can check, manage, and pay my water bill from anywhere. That means more time with the family at Rouge Park, more time for myself on the Riverwalk, or just at home on Outer Drive. I can pay my water bill anywhere. It's that easy. So skip the line and pay your bill online. Visit www.detroitmi.gov/paymywaterbill to register today.
This next segment of Our Detroit features one of my colleagues who has performed at this iconic venue, The Shelter. Stay tuned to this next piece featuring hip-hop artist Joey Red.
I'm Joey Red. I'm a Detroit hip-hop artist, and this is Art Detroit.
Yeah. I'm home. You're home in Detroit City. There's no place like home. Just tell me what you need. It's all right here, yeah, in Detroit. Don't matter what it is, it's all right here. Oh.
House on the block, now they Lexus on no cash flow. But baby mama and a baby on the system, send they daddy out of prison, place their hope on his parole flow.
How long I've been doing music? My whole life.
Nice to meet you, what's up?
I mean, I've been doing music since I can remember, probably like 11 or 12. I mean, I think the reason I really like doing music is because I can have a voice and it can actually be heard. Even if I only have a few fans, I'm still getting my message out.
Okay, so you have a song you're gonna record today, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's check you out.
All right, cool.
See you in the booth. See you in action.
Y'all turn the beat up.
Let's go for it.
Let's take it from the top.
Yep. Cool. Let me know if it's too loud, too low.
All right. Hey. Y'all gonna love this one.
Walked up to my mom, kissed her on the cheek, told her that I love her. Trust me, mama, we gon' eat. I ain't quitting, I'm just starting, got them booking time, session after session, but they never getting mine. I don't know what they was really thinking. Holler when they see me, but they hate to see me beaming. Pockets fatter than a belly on a Sunday evening. It's wetter than the weather, hurricane season. Holla, realest on the list, and you know I'm a legendary. Making hits, someone blowing up. Crazies on my wrist and my neck, got me glowing up. Go around and take your little chick, have her going nuts. There you go.
Any ad-libs?
Yeah, this sounds like a Detroit song, don't it?
It does. Let's hit that hook.
All right. Have her going nuts. Stay loyal to the bag, cause the bag got loyalty written on the tag. Oh boy. Stay loyal to the bag, cause the bag got loyalty written on the tag. Oh boy. Stay loyal to the bag, cause the bag got loyalty written on the tag. Oh boy. Stay loyal to the bag, cause the bag got loyalty written on the tag. Oh boy.
Hey, I love the feeling on that.
Oh, thanks. Should I double it or nah? That's cool.
It sounds clean. We can do one just to try it and then try to tuck it.
Yeah, tucking it is cool.
Yeah. Right, let's try it.
Pressies on my wrist and my neck got me glowing up. Around and take your little shit, cover going nuts. Stay loyal to the bag, 'cause the bag got loyalty written on the tag. Oh boy.
That's cold. One more verse.
Yep. Let's go for it.
Stay loyal to the bag, 'cause the bag got loyalty written on the tag. Oh boy. Lost time and I ain't gotta be. Catch me with them grown hundreds, I ain't got a kid. Around and teach a quick lesson, I ain't gotta flip. No peace unless it got a clip with a lot of kick. If you wanna around and kick it with a lot of shit, I'm the last one left, so come get what you gotta get. Niggas know that I'm the coldest within this coordinate, and everybody told me that I'm killing with that lawyer. Yo, I'm killing with that lawyer. Killing with that lawyer. Guessing she's a loyalist. You ain't your mans, 'cause you really can't expand with your head all in his pants. Stay loyal to the bag, 'cause the bag got loyalty.
I like that verse though.
Ooh.
Okay. I wanted the old boys to be like, at the end, oh boy. Yeah.
I was actually just doing that.
Oh boy.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh. You be just coming up with stuff. All right, so now you gonna bounce it.
Yeah, bounce it down real quick.
Yeah,
So we're putting all these tracks together and making it 2 tracks for like, that's how you have like your MP3 or whatever, like the average song that you listen to.
Lost time and I ain't gotta be. Catch me with them grown hundreds, I ain't got a kid.
So what is your name on the social media? Is it the same across all the platforms?
Yes, I have monopolized Joey Red. Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, my official website, and there's one other one. Oh, Facebook. I have a Facebook fan page.
Stay loyal to the bag, 'cause the bag got loyalty written on the tag. Oh boy. Stay loyal to the bag, 'cause the bag got loyalty written on the tag. Oh boy.
That's so cold. I love this. Thank you.
That's hot.
So we just left the studio and you lay down a track in maybe 15 minutes tops. Is that your norm? Like that's like crazy fast.
No, Sheila, it all depends on the day. I mean, it was fast today, but no, it all depends on the day. If I'm really feeling the beat, then I'm liable to make the song really quickly. And I surprise myself sometimes. I don't think it's me, you know, all the talents that I have, besides even being a rapper, I feel like it's all God. So when stuff surprises you, trust me, I'm just as surprised.
The rapport that you and Asar have, because you guys have been working together for a couple of years, it seemed that you had your own language going on, and is that kind of part of it?
That's definitely a big factor. Having a relationship or a camaraderie with somebody and you're used to working with them, y'all kind of like fit together like a puzzle, and it makes for the better product end result. You know? Okay. So a lot of times when I walk out of Asar's, and I usually come out of there feeling like I did exactly what I went in there to do.
It's 98 and I listen to Tupac. Changes got me thinking I'm rapping like you not. Got me daydreaming of singing and writing with Queen Lock. Papa came home with a mic. I'm Dupree in the closet with Chris.
I go back now to my mom's house. I have like my old CDs there. And I went back and listened to my old songs, and it was just like progression, basically. You know? And then even from 3-4 years ago, it's progression. So I've read books on like music composition and things like that. But I also listen to music, like all types of music, not just hip hop.
Sure.
And I try to take from that and see what I like from there, and see, you know, how it grabs people's attention, and how your melody can change up an entire song.
Obese presents in my Louis wallet. I ain't gotta do without it. Niggas think I'm cocky, I'm just ooey wildin'. Proper preparation, I'm impatient. There's no waiting when a line for greatness, so these niggas heavy hating. Woo!
Okay, so I love Belle. Like, water just gives me some type of inspiration.
Okay.
Yeah, but usually if I'm writing on the sidewalk outside my house, or I'm in my car. I write a lot in my car.
Sure.
And like I go outside and write even in the winter. But it's just like being outside just makes me feel like free.
What's meant to be will be for me. What's meant to be.
So Bilal is so pretty this time of year. It's just a little chilly.
Yeah, you can see out my city.
It's my city too.
Yeah, it's our city. I love representing Detroit. Anywhere I go, I love letting people know exactly where I'm from.
Me too.
Detroit, my family, steady banding me, bandwagon me.
I remember growing up listening to Eminem, and a lot of his songs didn't match. You know, like he'd be angry at his mama one day, and then he want to be silly, and he had a whole new alter ego. Then he want to be deep. But that's real life, because in real life you have all different types of emotions. You're not happy every day. You're not sad every day. You're not inspired every day. So I feel like on those days, that's when I go in the studio. If I happen to feel that way, then that's the song that comes out.
I like that. I like that. Now, what genre do you say that you most identify with?
I've always been a conscious rapper. Like if I hear a conscious record and then I hear another type of record, I'm more so gonna gravitate to that record first. I feel like those are the type of songs that I have on repeat, positive songs. Ones that make you feel a certain type of way, inspire you, or make you wanna be a better human. Because I'm all about being a better human.
All I used to do was write conscious rap. Then that conscious rap gave me a conscious rap. Made me self-conscious and second guess myself. Wondered if my message was worth my breath.
Talk to me about your very first performance. You mentioned to me earlier today that it was at the Bullfrog in Redford.
I hadn't been on stage for like years, since probably like my high school talent show. And it was a lot of nerves for me. You know, I wasn't really myself. And I hear people say that all the time. Like you hear artists, you know, famous artists say like, oh my God, I just lost myself. But it's true, because you really don't have any other thing to do.
Right.
Because nerves will get to you, so you gotta find a place to go. And I guess I left.
When I say P, you say town. P.
You know how people say, like envision people in their
underwear or something like that, yeah.
That didn't work at all.
I was gonna say, like, who came up with that?
I see regular clothes, I see eyeballs staring back at me, but what does help is, one, if you find one person who's vibing with you, kind of keep going back to that person. Right. Okay, well at least I got one person who's listening, you know? But at the end of the day, you're never gonna please everyone. So you can't let the people who's not vibing get to you.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? And what I do in order to get through it is I just think about why I'm there. Like, this is what I love to do. At the end of the day, I'm not here for y'all, but if y'all love it, then that's what's up, you know?
Don't pop pills, but I pop off me. Hotter than the 808s on this beat. OG tasking me.
If you had to just kind of in general, to someone who is trying to break into this field, what would be some of your nuggets for them?
Don't make it so hard. If this is what you love to do, and this is what you know and your heart makes you happy, regardless of what anybody says, you're gonna end up doing it anyway.
My money is long like the look I be catching on everyone's faces.
Be yourself. When you do make it and people fall in love with you, they're falling in love with you. So you don't want to switch up on them to where they feel like they were lied to, like this is false advertisement, you know? So let them hate you for who you are instead of love you for who you're not, you know what I'm saying? So, and if that's the case, I feel like anybody can succeed as long as they don't quit. Only quitters lose.
If you like these stories and want to see more, subscribe to our YouTube channel at City of Detroit and follow us on social media at City of Detroit and at Stories from DET. Well, that's it for this week's episode of Detroit 360. I'm your host, Sheila Grant. Thanks so much for watching.